So, in this video we discuss the life cycle of angiosperm. Life cycle of angiosperm. As we discussed, this is the predominant phase or the sporophytic phase. The stem, root, branching and the flower. Flower is the reproductive part of the plant, consists of the male reproductive organ or the endoecium. This is the anther and filament. We cut the anther, the TS of anther, the transverse section of anther. If we see, it looks like this structure. So these are the pollen sac, the 4 pollen sac in one anther. And inside the pollen sac, the microspore mother cell is there. The microspore mother cell undergo meiosis, produce the microspore tetrad. After meiosis, as we know, the cell division is meiosis. The haploid 4 microspore are produced. They are joined, fused, but later they separated. So these are the microspore. And the microspore when they release, they are the haploid structure. So this is the structure of one pollen grain. The microspore convert into pollen grain. The pollen grain is a male gamete. So, or it has the 2 wall, 2 covering. The inner black one is the intine and the outer red one is the exine. When it release, it has the 1 nucleus. Then the nucleus divide by mitosis. 2 nucleus are there. The one is tube nucleus, the another one is the generative nucleus or the male nucleus. The generative nucleus again divide and the 2 generative nucleus and 1 the tube nucleus is formed. Now the pollen tube is formed. Pollen tube is formed by the elongation of the intine. So that one in the front, the 1 tube nucleus will be moved and the other 2 male nucleus moves in the pollen tube. The pollen grain reach the stigma. The process is pollination. The transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma is called pollination. When it reach the stigma, it start growing through the stigma style and reach the ovary. Before describing the further process, we have to see about the female reproductive part. The female reproductive part is the megasporophyll or the gynoecium. Stigma, style and ovary is there. Inside the ovary, when we cut it, the TS of ovary looks like this. This is the ovary, integument, ovule and this one the embryo sac. The embryo sac consists of 8 nucleus, 3 antipodal cells, 2 polar nuclei, 1 egg cell and 2 synergies. And this opening is micropyle. The pollen tube enter through the stigma style and reach the ovary and enter through the micropyle. The tube nucleus diffuse or dissolve and the 2 male nucleus enter into the embryo sac. The 1 male nucleus fuse with the egg and form the zygote. This is the diploid structure. The 2-end structure is formed zygote. And the another male nucleus, the 2 male nucleus are there. The another second male nucleus fuse with the polar nuclei and form the nutritive tissue endosperm. The endosperm provide the nourishment to the growing embryo. And this process is called fertilization. The fertilization, male and female fused form the zygote. and the another male fuse with the polar nuclei. 1 and 2 polar nuclei are there. The fusion, triple fusion, because the 3 nucleus are formed. And this product is this form the endosperm, the nutritive tissue. Both the fusion, both the fertilization is called double fertilization, because the fertilization occur twice, one with the egg cell and other with the polar nuclei. So double fertilization, it is the characteristic feature of the angiospermic plant. So zygote is formed. Zygote that undergo cell division form the embryo. The embryo form the seed, and the ovary form the fruit. So the seed enclosed within the fruit, and when we sow the seed again, it forms the sporophyte. The gametophyte phase, as I told earlier, this one and this one, the male gametophyte and female gametophyte. These are the haploid structure. For a short period they develop, and the others are the sporophytic phase. Again the sporophytic phase or sporophyte is developed. So in short we are discussing the sporophytic plant. Flower is there, stamen is there. This is the TS of anther. Pollen sacs are there. Microspore mother cells are there. Microspore tetrads are formed. Microspores are there. This is the pollen grain. Reach the stigma. Pollination is there. This is the female part. Megasporophyle produce the megaspore. Gametophyte, the female gametophyte, the embryo sac is there, pollination, then the fertilization is there, the double fertilization, zygote form fertilization, and the triple fusion. The zygote undergo mitosis, form the embryo, then seed, and again the sporophyte is formed. So this is the life cycle of angiosperm. So we discussed the life cycle of the angiosperm, the sporophytic phase and the gametophytic phase. The product of fertilization, we studied the zygote and the endosperm. Endosperm is triploid structure because it is formed by the fusion of 3 nucleus. 2 polar nuclei and 1 the male nucleus. The zygote is a diploid structure that is formed by the fusion of 1 male nucleus and the 1 egg cell. The product is zygote and later it forms the seed. The endosperm is the nutritive tissue. Nutritive tissue provides the nourishment to the growing embryo. So endosperm, if the embryo formation, up to the embryo formation, if the endosperm is used completely, if it is used completely for the embryo formation, the seed is called X-albuminous. X-albuminous. If the endosperm persists, if the endosperm is used, if endosperm persists, remain up to embryo formation, it is called X-albuminous and the non-endospermic. This one the non-endospermic seed. And if it is persist, albuminous or endospermic seed. And the seed, when it forms, the seed may be monocotyledon if the one cotyledon is there, and one cotyledon, if the 2 cotyledon is there, it is called dicotyledon seed. So on the basis of presence of cotyledon, the seeds are of two types, the monocotyledon and the dicotyledon. So we have completed all the plant kingdom, diversity, all kingdom except the animal kingdom. Monda we finished, Protista we finished, fungi, plantae. Now the next kingdom is Animalia. So the plantae is finished.